Hi, Coach Dan here from MGBSA. We figured since a lot of us are going to be doing some social distancing these next few weeks, we're going to do a series of videos to show you, parents, what you can do with your kids. Get outside when the weather's great like today, things you can do even in your basement when the weather's not so great. Just some things to break up the day and to have a little bit of activity. Today we're going to talk about the throwing progression.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about how to hold baseball. This applies to a softball as well too. Now parents, you'll see on this ball, this actually has some electrical tape all the way around it. If you've got a ball at home, you've got some electrical tape and you want to do this, this is very simple, easy to do, and this helps us show and visualize the rotation, the spin on the ball. This works for a baseball, softball, any size, does not matter. Now with this tape, what it shows, you can see, it shows here on the seams of the ball, kind of makes it look like a C, and that's what we want to do. We want to show and hold that ball on the grip. So ideally what we want the kids to do is we want to have their first two hands on these red seams, just on the outsides of that electrical tape, and then their thumb is going to be right underneath it. That's how we're holding that ball. So when we throw it, there's going to be a flip. And at that flip, the ball is going to spin. That's why you have the electrical tape, so you can see how that spin actually works. For little guys who need to hold the ball with 3 fingers, that's totally fine. No problem based on that age group. As the kids' hands get older, we do want to try to have them show with those 2 fingers, but if they need 3, that's okay. What we want to just try to avoid is we don't want to have kids learning to throw this way with a claw. We want to have them, like I said, if it's 3 to start, that's okay. 2 as they get older, that's how we want to throw.
This is something that most of the older kids in the program probably already know how to do this, but we're going to show you parents what's the right way to do it so you can come outside and play catch with your kids. So the first step of the throwing progression is what we call wrist flips, and that's just very simple. You put your glove out, elbow goes into your glove, we're going to hold the ball, we're going to 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to flip it down, just like this. 1, 2, 3, and flip. Simple as that. Have the kids do that 5-10 times, then we'll move on to step 2. Okay, after step 1 with our wrist flips, we move to step 2 of the throwing progression. This is very simply just our twisties. So this is feet spread, shoulder length apart. The kids are going to aim, they're going to twist back, they're going to knock on the door, and then they would come over and throw. Now it's very important when the kids come over and throw, we tell them to move that arm like they're going to put it in their side pocket. So once again, it's just twisting, 1, 2, 3, twist, and throw. Make sure the kids' feet stay, they don't move, they're always pointing forward. It's just 1, 2, 3, twist, come through and throw. And that's step 2. Okay, now on to step 3. Step 3, now we're gonna twist our body and we're gonna be pointing sideways like we normally would when we're gonna step and throw. And this is really working on that step and throw and then the follow through. So same kind of point where you can point your glove forward, still have that ball out, you're gonna knock 3 times, and then here it is going to be a step, and then we're gonna follow through with that. So I'll show you how that works. That's gonna point, 1, 2, 3, here's the step, in the throw, and that comes through. Notice when I threw that back leg was all the way up, my foot pointing up towards the air. That's what we want. Too many times, kids this age, their foot is down on the ground, they drag it, they never get up. We want them to throw with their whole body. That is a step and a throw. That's step 3. Okay, then the last step, step 4 of the throwing progression, is what we call our karaoke throw. Now that is really shuffling our feet. This is what outfielders do when they grab the ball. They need to get some momentum. Infielders, as they're moving, that's why we teach the kids to do this. It's throwing as your body is moving and having some more momentum. This is very simple, is on the feet, it's a step, 1, 2, 3, it's like a shuffle step, okay? So that is very easy. It's just a 1, 2 step. We throw, and that back leg comes all the way up. Now I'm in my front yard and I'm not gonna throw baseball into my neighbor's car. You don't actually have to have the kids throw at this point, but this is just the motion about this. 1, 2, 3 step, come up and throw, make sure that back leg gets all the way up. That's step 4, and that's the throwing progression.